What up, gamers? It's your favorite fucking demigod, and I'm bringing you my daily grind on AFK Arena. So the first thing I do is I collect my treasures, my rewards, and then I head straight to my friends list, send and receive the rewards there to claim all my hearts. Then I scroll down, and I like to see who has been AFK from the game. If you've been gone for more than a day on an AFK game, I gotta get rid of you. As simple as that. I got 28 spots, so 2 more friends crests are available. Then I like to go over to my heroes after I collect my chest to see if I have any upgrades that need to be done on my main heroes to my squad. And when it comes to my heroes, I'm currently capped out at 120 with Vidan when it comes to the Transcendence or the Ascending, and level 100 for the rest of my heroes. So after that, I just go down my quest board. The next thing I have to do is challenge a boss. So that's what I'm going to do here, and this is my current lineup. Now, with this lineup, I usually run Brutus, but I found it better for me if I go ahead, at least right now at this point in the game, if I go ahead and run more damage instead of having 2 frontline tanks. I put Badan on the front line because one, he can heal himself, and his invisibility helps out a lot. And I put Naru in to match to give me the Graveborn and the Light Bearers Ascension, Effecting, whatever you want to call it, the boost between the 3 and the 2. So yeah, I collect the Challenger boss, claim the treasure rewards there. And I usually just go ahead and go down the board, but because I beat that, I'm going to go ahead and continue to challenge the bosses or, progress through the campaign, because I haven't done it in a while. And, this is supposed to be a daily grind video, but I haven't actually grinded to a stopping point, so to speak, in the campaign. So since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my lineup a little more. First is the tank Lucius, the Light Bearer tank. Because like I said, I'm going Light Bearer and Graveborns just for the extra boost. And Lucius gives a team shield to the entire team, which is why he's my favorite tank in the game. And he also has a heal that he can do for the lowest health hero on my team, or even heal himself at that. Next would be Belinda, and to be honest, I haven't really been a fan of Belinda, but I see that some of the top players in the game uses her. So just from that alone, that's why I have her on my team, because obviously if the top player is clearing missions at that level with her, then that's obviously something's going on. That's some great use, but she's like a top tier hero. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and use her on my team as well. Follow the footsteps of the greats that I can climb the leaderboards as well. And like I said, she's also a Light Bearer hero, so that just helps me with the sync between, the 2 Light Bearers and the 3 Graveborns. And, I also see that some of the top players don't really use faction advantages. They just use, a better synergy between their formation. So I do think that the faction advantages are unused. At the same time, if you have a good sync between your team, it's obviously not stopping some of the top players in the game. So the next person in my lineup is Naru. Like I said, the only reason I even use Naru is because I took out Brutus to put a little more damage into my lineup and to complete the faction bonus between the Graveborns and the Light Bearers. And it's not necessarily just the Graveborn and Light Bearers, it's just when you have 3 heroes of the same faction and 2 heroes of another faction that band together, their attributes are increased by 15%. So their attack is increased by 15%, HP is increased by 15%, and I don't know if defense is affected, but basically just a 15% bonus to my lineup. On top of that, Naru is not no slouch on the front line either. He's not no tank, but as long as he's coming up behind who's ever on my front line, which is Vidan, then he also helps soak up some of the damage and deals more damage. Like right now, Vidan is stunned and rooted. So right now, Naru is also helping out on the front line. He's about to die here, but it's just enough to help me out. He's about to, he almost was able to use his ultimate right there, but my Vidan should clean this up for me, and as long as we take down Eden over there, because Eden is a problem with all his roots. Yes, he's rooting me there, so hopefully, yeah, get that off, and that'll clear it up for this round, this wave. And speaking of Eden, when it comes to the Wilders, Eden and Tessa, I believe her name is actually some of the strongest CC heroes in the game. So when I see them on the opposing team, I know that I may have a problem if we cannot wipe them out in a certain amount of time. And if you ask me, the light bearers are like the supports and the tank roles. The molders are like the warriors and damages. Wilders are the like CC heroes, and then you have Greyborns. Greyborns, they're like in their own category. They're like the specialists of all the factions. They can do damage, they can heal. Greyborns can pretty much fit in anywhere on the team. And speaking of that, the next person in my lineup, of course, is Shamir, who I did a video on how I got her in 6 days, and also Brutus. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll put the link in the description below. So we all know, or at least should know, depending on your knowledge of the game, that Shamir is one of the top tier heroes of the game, as well as the Dan when it comes to survivability and Shamir's damage. So she's definitely in my lineup. And man, I am just clearing wave after wave. So clearly I have not been keeping up with my campaign on my daily grind video. So yeah, good job, Demigod. Because I know somebody in the comments, some Eugene in the comments gonna be like, Demigod, you making a video on a daily grind and you're not even caught up on your campaign. Listen, Eugene, sometimes you get caught up on the stage that's difficult to beat, and when you finally beat that stage, you just knock out like 5 more stages behind that one, you know? It be that way sometimes. And if you don't have this lineup, you see that I also have Brutus, Verdict, Savius, who are from the Maulers, who I can sub in, or even the Wilders. I have Tessa and Eden for more CC comp, just depending on what I need to hopefully get past a point where I'm stuck in the campaign. Because this lineup right here, I'm kind of just, powering my way through with the lineup that I have. So when it comes to you gamers lineup, I would like to know what your formations or what synchronization are you guys using, so that maybe I can learn something from it, maybe I can test it out myself and help me get past a certain point in the campaign. Because like I said, when it comes to Belinda, the only reason I even included Belinda in my lineup is because I saw that the top players in the game were using her and that they made some serious progression with her. So let me know what you guys are using in your lineup in the comments below. That way I can have a different, or we all can have a different variety of team comps that we can try out. And like I said, right now I am capped out on my ascension levels on 120 and 100. So when it comes to a stage where I get stuck, one thing I like to do is, if I can't power through it, I like to rearrange my lineup by what the enemy lineups are, or what they're based on. So some of the campaign missions like this one, they have like the fodder heroes, so to speak, and then you have the elites and the whatever. So I will base my lineup off that. I will also try to get some faction advantages in there on my side, because like I said, the faction advantages are something that we don't necessarily think of to use against certain opponents. We just go with our lineup that has gave us the most progression as far as carrying us through the campaign goes. And pardon the ding there, I do get notifications and messages and phone calls. I know there's some Eugene in the comment like his videos are so unprofessional. Listen, Eugene, I do have people that check up on me, alright? Calm down. And I'm not really sure what's going on there, but it looks like we're getting our ass handed to us. And yeah, that's my finally been defeated. I'm not really sure what happened to my Vidan and Shamir there, so I'm going to go ahead and run it one more time. And this is my usual formation. You see me switch it up there. I put Vidan in the middle to kind of, help out Lucius, and Shamir on her own back there with Brutus, and then Brutus can get his ult off. He goes down. So Shamir and Vidan, they're usually enough to carry it for me, but I don't think that's going to happen here. And get the heals up. If you can get the kill there, get the kill there. And yeah, that'll do it until I rearrange my lineup some more, try to figure out how I'm gonna get past that. I'm gonna go ahead and collect my missions and continue on with the rest of this video. Go down to quest, collect my rewards, and I am saving up my gems. I have about 10,000 so gems, and I'm just waiting on some type of summoning event, or at least for the summoning ratio to like increase on attaining good heroes, because right now these summoning ratios are absolute crap. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe you guys have better luck with the RNG gods, and if you do, when it came to my bounties, I had already started them, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and collect the rewards. But yeah, maybe I don't have 2 legendary heroes. I only have 1, which is my Savius. But if you guys have better luck at summoning heroes, then let me know, because when it comes to my luck in RNG, it's just not there. All right, I don't know. I get the fodder of the fodder heroes, like seriously. So yeah, I'm just gonna save up and just wait for some type of summoning event. So the next thing I do is go to arena and complete my 3. I only do 3 battles a day, because I know that in the past they had some type of arena event to, and you want to get so many scrolls to fight in the arena. So I'm just gonna stockpile my arena scrolls and just do the free battles a day. That way, if the arena event ever come back around, I'm a free to play player, so the more scrolls I have, the better chance I have at actually going for the leaderboards on the arena event. And my current lineup of Brutus, Lucius, Shamir, Vidan, and Verdict is actually was my normal lineup that actually helped me progress to where I was at that point in the game before I started switching things up. And Verdict, as you know, his ult right there, it just helps him avoid a lot of damage, and that's really, really useful for when it comes to these battles and avoiding a lot of damage, especially even in guild battles, dodging certain abilities like Belinda's, the fire mage hero who does the little fire flame bird thing. He dodges a lot of abilities, a lot of damage. Of course, all that is countered by Eden or Tessa. And moving on, I do my labyrinths, but I'm not gonna. This video is already getting pretty long, so I'm not gonna showcase that here. So I got 24 hours left to complete it. So I'm gonna do that the next day, because I will wait till the last minute to kind of boost my heroes up some more as far as they can go to better my chances. And go ahead and complete the tower here, because that's also part of the quest boards, and so I can get 100 points to complete, to actually max out the quest board and get my rewards. So the last 2 things that I will do to get to 100 is use my fast forward function once, and also do the guild battle. I could enhance a gear or level up a hero, but just use my fast forward function in the guild battle, and that'll give me 100. And that's part, or at least that's how I finish the daily grind when it comes to the quest board. And I'm going to cover that in my part 2 video of the daily grind. So I come to the store next, and I always buy Heroes Essence. They are important when it comes to leveling up your heroes, and I'm a free to play player, so I got to get it how I get it. As far as the guild or whatever coins, tokens these are, I don't necessarily buy anything, because I don't think anything is worth it at this point in the game. But maybe, if I actually look into it. Elite Hero Soul Stones, when I get enough, I only save up for the Elite Hero Soul Stones to actually fodder up my heroes more and more. Next is the Labyrinth tokens. And like I said, I did a video on how I got enough for Shamir during the first week of the game that I played, and I believe I got so many labyrinth tokens because of the global launch event. Because now trying to get 45,000 labyrinth tokens is more of a grind for me. I'm probably on my second week now. Whereas, like I said, during the first week, which is the global launch, I got Shamir like it was nothing. So my next target here for me would be Namora, because she is quote unquote the best healing hero in the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and get her for my lineup. Because when it comes to healing, I only really have like single target heals. You know, Lucia single target, Shamir heal herself, Vidan heals himself. And I believe that's about it. There's not much really to touch on. Rickety Cart don't have much going on there. So that'll do it, gamers. Hope to see you guys in part 2 of my daily grind video, where I go over the labyrinth and the guild battles. Peace.